Alright, today I'm going to show you the operations of a 26 BH rental. Starting at the front, you will have a deep cycle interstate battery. This will be charging as you are plugged into shore power at the campsite. It'll run mostly everything, obviously not AC or anything like that, but you can use your awning, lights, and everything else. Also on the front, two 20-pound propane tanks. These will be filled by us before you rent. These will have also an automatic switchover on them. Basically turn both knobs on at the top. As soon as the first tank empties, it will switch to the second tank and start running off of that one. Also, power tongue jack. The switch is actually on the bottom of the jack, basically just an up and down operation. If you need any light, there is a red switch on the back to help you at the nighttime. Also has a level to help you out get it level. The foot is extendable. If you need extra height, just pull the pin, extend the foot down, and re-secure your pin inside. Each unit that has electric brakes also has an electric breakaway cord. This will need to be secured to your bumper. That way, in case you lose this thing in transit, it'll lock up the trailer brakes. On all four corners of every camper, stabilizer jacks, basically just to stabilize. These are not meant to level the camper. If you try to level the camper, put too much weight on these, they will tend to bend. Just run them down to the ground as soon as they touch, put one secure, tighten on them, and be done. Next is your hot water tank. This is a 6-gallon tank. It's equipped with an electric and gas option. Down in the bottom left-hand corner of the hot water tank, you will see an on and off switch to operate the electric. Next is cable and satellite connection. Some campsites will have cables connections, usually an extra fee, but you can flip this up, hook up a coax cable, and program your TV to watch cable. Next is the furnace vent. Basically, do not touch the furnace vent. It gets extremely hot and it will burn you. Moving along, you have a stove vent. Basically, if you do not come outside and open this, your inside fan is not doing you any good. You need to come out and flip the tabs down to allow this to open to blow your hot air outside. The big panel you see here is nothing you need to worry about. This is basically just for maintenance on the refrigerator. Nothing for anybody to get inside of here. So next thing below that is your electric connection. This unit's a 30 amp 110 only. It has a detached cord. Laying on the ground here, you'll see two ends here. The big end goes into the camper and locks in. The other end will go into your plug at the campsite. If you're not going to a campsite, we also supply an adapter to allow you to plug this into a regular extension cord. Next is your outside shower. They do supply hot and cold water outside, little shower hose, little shower head on there in case you need to clean your feet off or anything like that. Right below is your water connection. Now this all depends on where you're going, what kind of camping you're doing. City water is full hookup. Basically, if you have a water hose, you need to hook that water hose up, hook it up to here, turn the water on, it supplies you with full pressure. The other is a holding tank. This is your freshwater fill. This is a gravity fill, usually about a 42-gallon tank. This allows you to take water with you. It works off of a water pump, a 12-volt water pump. Also, you got your drains, black and gray tank. As you can tell by the handles, they are labeled. The black is your toilet water. The gray is sink and shower water. While dumping this, you always do the black tank first, then follow it with the gray. It'll actually keep the inside of your sewage hose clean. And never leave these open. You want to let your tanks fill before you empty them. On the back side, nice little bike rack, spare tire, just in case you ever need it. Just pull the pins, drop that thing down, and repin it. Okay. Electric awning, very nice, push button. Nothing to do manually other than adjust. If it is raining, you'll see here, it says to pull down to adjust. This will give you a tilt on the awning. That way, if it's raining, all that rain is going to one side of this awning. All the lights outside, you have switches inside to control. The white one's a scare light. The orange one's just a porch light. You do have exterior speakers for the radio. You can turn these off inside. The plug here is just electric. Plug stuff in, sweeper, radio, whatever you want to do. And then up front here, we also supply you with sewage hose, the crank handle to run the jacks. Everything comes with this. Extra fuses just in case you blow a fuse. You do have a bunch of storage there to store your stuff. And that's pretty much it for the outside. So, going in, front bedroom, nothing much to show you. Mostly sleeping storage area. The bed does lift up to give you more storage. Storage all the way around this thing. Does have a carbon monoxide detector and a smoke alarm. Brand new 9-volt batteries. The couch is a fold-out couch. Basically, you're just going to pick up, pull out. It's going to lay flat to make another bed there. You also have the table. All you need to do, remove the legs from the floor, remove the legs from the table. The table will actually sit down on the ledge. Put your back cushions on top of the table. Right inside the door, basically your main switches. The top one is just your awning, extend and retract. Basically just hold it to your desired position and let go of the switch. Then you jump down. These are only light switches. The one that is on is the interior light. The other two are your outside, the scare and porch light. Then you have your system's monitor. This thing gives you a reading for your tanks and your battery. If you want to see your battery level, you just push it. Freshwater level, push it, and so on. Basically, that'll tell you when you need to dump your tanks out. Switches at the bottom. I showed you guys that electric switch and hot water tank. This is to light that hot water tank on gas. It's all automatic light. You don't need to ignite a pilot light or anything. Flip the switch on. This little red light comes on. You're going to wait for that to turn off. When that turns off, the igniter sets and it lights your hot water tank. The pump is for your freshwater tank. So basically now, I have 2/3 in the tank. I'm ready to turn on the pump and then turn on the sink, and it'll give me water pressure. AC all works from up top. As long as you are plugged in, the AC has power. You just have 2 knobs, one for temperature, one for the fan setting. Just kick her on, and this thing has vents all the way around, so you can blow your air wherever you would like, and this will keep you nice and cool. Microwave, electric only. When you're plugged in, microwave's on, ready to use, just like a house microwave. You have a light and a fan for the stovetop. Down on the stove, the top half of the burners has an actual igniter. You do not need a lighter for the top half of this thing. But as far as the bottom goes, you have to light the pilot light manually with a lighter. You'll see the knob. You'll turn this to the pilot position, push it in and hold it in. While you're holding this in, you will have to come down. Up underneath, you'll follow back and light your pilot light in the back corner. TV connection. If you look on the ceiling where the wires go, there is an antenna booster. When that green light is on, that allows you to do channel scans for local channels. You do not need any exterior cables for this. Remote is also included. Back in the back, you have the bunks for all the kids. On the wall by the restroom, this is a thermostat for the furnace. Basically, it's as simple as kicking the knob up and turning the furnace on. As soon as you're done, go all the way back down, make sure it clicks. That is the off position for that. By every sink in the bathroom, you're going to have this GFI outlet. If this ever trips, you lose outlet power throughout the camper. It will show you an orange light. If you are tripped here, you just need to reset. In the bathroom, toilet's a foot flush. Down here on the bottom, you'll see a little foot pedal. You need to push halfway down and fill the bowl with water. After you use it, you're obviously going to flush it, and then you always need to put water back in that bowl. It's going to keep any kind of smell from coming up from that black tank underneath this. The shower head has a little button right here. They only supply you with 6 gallons of hot water. So if you want to take a nice hot shower, you need to adjust your temperature at the bottom, rinse off, turn the water off here, get soaped up, turn it back on, rinse back off again. Also is a fan in the ceiling. Pretty simple here. Basically, turn the knob on from 0 to 3. You'll come up, you'll open the lid. When the lid opens, it turns the fan on automatically. When you close it, it turns off automatically. Underneath the refrigerator, propane detector is the white box. And basically all that is just a sensor to tell you if you have a propane leak. If this thing starts going off, you need to run out, turn the propane tanks off. Then you have your breakers and fuse panel. Pretty simple here too. If you look on the right side of the fuses, there are red LED lights. If you were to blow a fuse, it is going to light up red and show you exactly which fuse is blown. The last thing to show you is this refrigerator. This refrigerator is electric and gas, automatic switchover, okay? As you're looking at the top here, you have an on and off switch, and you have an auto to gas switch. The auto to gas switch is pushed in right now. The on switch is pushed in right now. I am on auto. If you are plugged into electric, it is on electric. If you are unplugged from electric, it automatically goes to gas and runs for you.